Hey, what is going on, awesome people? Welcome back to another episode of Xiang Talk. In today's topic, I want to talk about letting go. Right? I believe that this is not the first time that I do a video that I talk about letting go. So, as you can imagine, letting go is an important part of our life. So, without we able to do that, we are stuck in our past because of we keep holding on to the past. So we don't want to do that, because if we are living in the past, most probably we don't like what we have experienced. So why I say that? Because of the feeling of familiar. Okay, feeling of familiar, that you want to go back to that person so you can feel like you are leaving. Okay, so if you are leaving that person behind, you feel like you're not being you're not doing things that you're supposed to do. So that's so dangerous about not letting go. Okay, so if you are so good about past, but you don't bump into this video, there must be some traumas, some tragedy that you hate about you and your life that you have experienced before. Right? So you keep struggling to become the version of you that you think you're supposed to be. The reason that you are struggling because you can't really let go of the past. You are born to that person. So today is important to remind you that you have to let go of the past. You have to change your thought about yourself, who you are. Okay, if you don't love your life now, there must be something that you need to let go. There must be some part of you that you need to let go. In order to receive the new version of you. Alright. So if the past version of you are people pleasing, right? You like to please people, you want to make all the people happy, you don't want to be hate. Okay, so you have to let go of that person. You have to be able to voice out for yourself. You have to know when to say no. That is to letting go of the past version of you that you always want to please. Like when you find that you like to please people, you are not really happy as a person because you are letting yourself down. Like even though you don't want to do the things that people are asking you to do, but you do it for them. You sacrifice. Like so good, you satisfy them and their need, but you ignore your own needs. Like you don't love yourself. So letting go is not easy because you used to please people, right? You haven't said no before. You haven't said that I don't like to do that, I don't want to do that. So the yes will be the things that are holding you back. Okay, when you want to say no, you will feel that you need to say yes. Right, I'm talking this like it's the version that I am before. Right, I never reject a person that if they ask me to do something, right, to help them, I will 100% try to help them, even though that I don't feel good about it. I don't feel like helping. and or I don't have time to help them. So that's the weakness of, holding on to the past, because you're so used to it. You're so used to say yes about what others has asked you to do. Okay, and as a things in other area of your life, like a relationship, you do everything for the person that you love, and sometimes the result is not you expected to be. Right, things happen, they leave you, or you're not good enough, or you don't think that you are good enough, you don't give enough, and you give more and more. Like you lose yourself, you become that person that you not recognize anymore because of that person that you love, your partner. Okay, so stay true to yourself is the way to let go of the past. You must always know what you want first, who you want to be. Right, when you know what you are, who you want to be, it's easier to take step forwards. It's easier to take action when you know where you want to go. Right, when you are in a car, right, you must have place that you thinking that you want to go. Right, you have made a decision that you want to go somewhere. That's why you pop into your car, you sit down, and you ignite the engine, and you set your destination, and you go for the place that you want to go. So without even knowing who you are, what you want to be, you won't be able to put yourself in the car. You get what I mean? Like you will just sit there, or you just laying in your bed and consume social media like what you do usually, right? Because you don't have the destination, you don't have places you want to go, you don't have things that you want to experience, right? So guys, in order to forget, to let go of the past, right, first thing is you have a new direction. You are sick of being the past self. Like it's so painful to stay even one day more in the past, and you want to let go of that. So knowing what you really want, a new life, a new decision, is to say goodbyes to the past. Right, sometimes leaving the place that you are familiar with is very, very challenging to your emotion, to your mind, because we are attached to something that we think that we are, or we always attach to the past because that is like what is me. But it's wrong to think like that, because that is not you. And that is not what you want to be. So remember what you really want to be, not the past, is the present or the future you, or the best version of you that you can imagine. One of the things that you can do is to meditate. So what I do in meditation is I imagine the best self of me. What will I do? What will I do for my life? And what can I do for others? What is that person acting? What is that person being? So when I did that in my meditation, I would slowly change myself without really noticing, like, oh, I need to put so many effort into changing myself. It become a things that is automatic. Is like I'm being that version of myself from now on, like step by step. Like, so changes will not happen in overnight. It's step by step. It's to live like what I have seen in the meditation. So meditation is important. If you can't really find motivation or direction in your life, meditate and imagine the best version of yourself. What are you doing with that version of yourself? What will you act in that self that you are? What kind of words will you say every day if you are that best version of yourself, and act from there? I can assure you that you will see difference in your life. You will see things differently. You will see things like, if you think that is negative before, but not after you have done meditation and being that new person. Okay, the past will be past and you will become the new you. And also realize that everything can change, like including you, including your story. Like, you don't have to live in the past story, but you can change from now. You can write a new story. Right, that is because this is important, because you don't want the past anymore. You have enough of that version of you, so you want to become the best self, and that's the motivations for you to change. Right, that's number 2. And number 3, don't try to control yourself not to say things or talk to yourself negatively. So the last thing that we want to say to ourselves is, I'm not worried, I'm tired, I'm sick, or I'm unhappy because I don't have the things that I want now. The last thing you want to cut off is those negative things that you can say to yourself. So you have to have this positive attitude towards your life. First is to control your own thoughts. Like your self-talk. Negative self-talk is always toxic, always going to drag you back from your progress, because you'll get doubt from that, right? If you're doubting yourself that you have bright future, like you doubting it, and you, how can you act from that kind of mindset, right? You can't really act from that you are a bad person, you're not worth it, into the person that you really want to be happy, fulfilling, doing things that you want to do in your life. Like, you won't be able to do that. So cut down the negative self-talk step by step, right? I know that it's not 1 or 2 days, but you change your own self-talk, you change your own way of talking to yourself. In time, right, if you practice this enough, you will help yourself to talk more positive thing into yourself, right? Replace the bad word into the good and motivating, uplifting words that you can say to yourself. So, right, the main point is to brainwash yourself into feeling good, into being happy, even when you haven't have the things that you want. Right, you know that it's there, you deserve it, and you brainwash yourself to feel that feeling. Okay, what more can I share? So I think the mood is always like a whole package. Being out, being out other than your home, right? You go places, you go to the beach and you go to the park, is the way you relax yourself, to let you not to think too much about your problems. And sometimes the inspiration comes from you being relaxed, you being unwind, like you enjoy the sun, and your body release endorphin, dopamine when you work out. We are not being in the room and staying in the room alone. You are talking with other people, right? So that is the package. Like you, it's impossible that the dream person that you want to be is a quiet person. Okay, it's always 100%. You are socializing, you are good, you have many friends, you have the life that you want or the partner that you want to experience those things with you, right? That's the ideal life. That's the best life that we all want. So what we have to do, we have to go out, we have to show up to become that person. Go to the gym so that we can have the best shape in our life. We can be healthy. We can perform when we need to be performing. Okay, we are ready. We want to be ready to receive. Okay, when you go out, when you show up, when you enjoy the natural, when you enjoy the sun, you open up your heart to receive. You enjoy new people into your life. You open to receive a new relationship, a new friends. That will add into your life, right? Because everyone has value. Alright guys, that's all I want to share for today. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and don't forget to hit likes and subscribe to my channel so that you can see more of this kind of video that can motivate you and your friend. You can share it with your friend if they are unmotivated, they don't have goal, they don't let go of their past, they are living the same life over and over again, right? Because they are living in the past. Please share this video with them so that they can discover that they can change that, right? We have unlimited power, right? We are the creation of God. We have power to change our mind, our thoughts. In so being, we change our current situation into a better one. We can feel better when we become that person that is ideal self. Become an ideal self. Okay, thanks for watching. Peace.